1 Restoration Angel, 1 Creator of Behemoth. He's not, going infinite or anything like that. Just kind of like a value version. And he has some Faithless Lootings, 3 Mulches, 4 Grizzly Salvages, a Lingering Souls, an Abrupt Decay, a Dreadbore, an Ultimate Price, and Salans. So you see him on the left here starting. We're actually cutting into game 3.
On the other side, we have Tim Wilson with Black-Green Aggro. The Ooze. Ooze the Beatdown.
Yeah, Kibler always gets his touch in a tournament.
Ooze the Beatdown, I believe, is the deck name, and it is Brian Kibler, brew, I guess, from a while ago.
I mean, you can call it a brew if you want. He did play it in Vegas when we were there a couple weeks ago and lost playing for top 8.
I mean, he's played a ton, and he's had some decent results with it, but it is definitely not, a normal deck by any means.
That is definitely true.
Yeah. It uses indestructible creatures or creatures with regeneration, or undying, or scavenge. A lot of ways.
Creatures with keywords.
Yes. A lot of ways to either make it so your guys don't die, or if they die, it's okay, and so on. Along with some Garrix and some Rankers and some removal.
Pretty traditional Kibler, honestly.
Yeah.
A deck that he has written about quite a bit on Star City Games on the premium side. Again, he did lose playing for top 8 at the Star City Games Open Series in Las Vegas. But this is a deck that he is a pretty big fan of and has had some modest success with.
At that very tournament, I 0-1 dropped, losing 2. It was the beatdown. Yeah, funny.
Comes full circle every time, doesn't it? Now, one thing I don't think that Ooze the Beatdown really does a nice job against is
deal with a 5/6.
Yeah, is Angel Serenity. Because
5/6 that kills all its guys.
Your creatures can have Undying, and they can have Scavenge.
They can be indestructible. They can regenerate.
That's right. Angel Serenity does not care, and
is not impressed.
It is currently not caring.
You see what it's doing there? That's not. Don't mistake that for caring. That is attacking for 5.
That's correct.
Often mistaken for each other. Kibler says that the deck has game against everything except Terminus. I think that statement might need to be revised to include an Angel of Serenity.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I know that I know that Angel of Serenity does cost 7. Sometimes it costs 4. Other times it costs 5. But once this card does resolve, I think it's very difficult for Brian's deck to be able to win. I think we're seeing that right now. I also think that David just drew another Angel of Serenity. Whoopsie. So I think this game might get a little bit more difficult to win, as you see an attack here for 5. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that was another Angel of Serenity.
Even if it's not. Fight you.
Okay, it's a Restoration Angel on the upkeep.
Oh, sure.
He tried to fight, but it was not that time yet. So
fight elf. Fight stick.
How about
fight
a
club?
Ooh, that's a fun token. Pumbaa?
Hakuna Matata, my friend.
Pumbaa. It's a wonderful phrase, and it's not a passing craze.
It means no worries.
For the rest of Glenn's days. Glenn, how's the ice cream, Glenn?
He's eating it with a knife.
Yep. He's an animal. He's an animal. It's all over his beard. His beard's covered in ice cream right now. Yeah, it's disgusting.
So,
Tim is
Trouble.
That Taylor Swift song. You ever heard of it?
Trouble. Only because of you and James Gates.
Tim knew the Angel of Serenity was trouble when it walked in.
Well, the Kenny Shung version.
We see a Rancor on the Dread Mangler. Abrupt Decay is going to take care of that, and in turn the Rancor as well, because it does not resolve, so it will not be coming back. And now you see Tim's hand of Arbor Elf, Appetite for Brains, and I believe that is a land over there. And I don't think he's going to be able to get himself out of this situation here.
He is under quite a bit of pressure.
Oh, the other card is a Dread Mangler.
Also not that impressive.
No. He does just pass the turn back. David's going to untap. He is going to draw. Finds himself in Unburial Rights.
Sure, why not?
I mean, Tormod's Crypt is going to blank that if we're going to make it a fair fight.
Well, you just cast it first, main, and then attack.
And something will die.
He has to, I guess he could block the Thragtusk, fight the beast, rather than the other way around. All right, so let's get some sequences that Tim Wilson could do to get out of this. All right.
I've just been tweeted one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kibler Ooze can have Tragic Slip and Sever for Angel. Not big game, but some game.
Okay. Okay. Tragic Slip is semi-legit. He does have Severs in his board as well, so it makes sense. Those are the two answers. But right now, we know his hand, we know the board, so we have to come up with a sequence for him to get out of it. I think it starts with Contract from Below.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you ante.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
I just want to, clarify on that. Maybe it's you flip your Jeweled Bird, get that out of the way. I think that some Dark Rituals are involved, along with a Pernicious Deed.
Good magic card.
Uh-huh.
As you see Tormod's Crypt take care of the unburial rights there.
And then Phyrexian Obliterator is where I'm going to go from there.
And his draw step is none of the cards you mentioned. It's actually Golgari Guildgate. Did that weigh into your equation?
It's not quite Contract from Below, but...
But what is?
Nothing.
Appetite for Brain's Target.
I love that. Yeah. I love that.
He's gonna get some information on his. He's gonna get some information on his way out. I think.
Oh, Rootbound Crag. All right, cool.
Coast is clear for this Dread Mangler.
I love this attack too. Tim Wilson going down with the little style.
Hey, you gotta take your camera time for as much as you can.
Oh yeah.
I can't argue with a man who does it.
I mean, he dealt one with the tracker. The tracker got in there.
Confidently passes the turn
got,
back.
Got him to 18.
David draws a Thractyl. Just the wolf token by David.
I like that.
Well done, sir. David Skelton, 2-1. We tried to see you earlier, but we